I take it you are Ignacio?
Indeed, and you must be Broken Branch.
Runa, now the question is, are you a werewolf? If so, we have most of what we need for a cure, except for the wolfsbane.
Sure. I heard the rumors you could do that, but are you certain it is necessary?
No. Still, we have taken the cure ourselves. We don't just experiment on strangers, Scion. And its only effect on humans is temporary exhaustion. So I can make 5 doses of the cure and give 1 to each of you. No need for study or detection. We can just be done with it.
Queen Glorina is sheltering at her ancestral estate. I know the way, and fortunately for you, wolfsbane blooms in the area.
He rushed off quickly, but that is what outsiders do. Let us try and catch up with him.
Did you really think you could hide from us? These are the Howling Lands, the territory of the House of Coins. This estate has a new lord, and he is entertaining company at present. Walk away, Scion. Leave the morsels to us. For in this place, the night itself will haunt you.
Right. Scary. Let us go find your allies.
You are here. Good. Ignacio arrived just moments ago. He rests in a tent as the others do. So far, I cannot be sure if any have turned.
I can help with that. We just need wolfsbane from the dark forest. Sounds like Scion work to me.
Be wary. There are howls in the darkness. The wearers wait and watch. They may strike when you least expect them.
When you have enough wolfsbane, return here and we can treat your allies.
Sharpen your claws. The hunters are back. We hunt as a pack. I'll get you yet. You will not fall! I'll get you yet. Sharpen your claws. Brace yourself. Sharpen your claws. Brace yourself. I'll get you yet. I'll get you yet. Should not have come. Your cure is not wanted, but you are. He waits in the dark with the Shadow Witch, waits for you to turn you. You will either flip to the House of Coins or be shredded by them.
Have you found the Wolfsbane? That strange werewolf, not adorned like the others, is tracking you through the woods? Could be a recent transformation, still struggling against the curse.
One of the others must have snuck out while we weren't looking. But which one? All of you, out at once!
We can safely rule out the two of us, as we were both here the whole time. But the remaining 4, any one of them could have been out there after you. My cure will work on whoever is the werewolf, but will incapacitate an ordinary human. And you still have Barghest to contend with.
Any still standing, would gladly aid you against the Lord of Coins. So choose carefully. Were there any signs of who was stalking you?
The cure is prepared. Approach your chosen suspect. Give them this tincture and repeat. Maledictionem expello. Bestia expello. Mutatio mortalis. Out loud. I cannot stress this enough. You have to actually shout, Maledictionem expello, Bestia expello, Mutatio mortalis, or it won't work.
No, Scion! You're supposed to save us. Now I'm just so tired.
Ha! A werewolf? Me? Never. Ignacio is too mighty for... Sleepy sleep now.
Me, a werewolf? I am allergic to violence, and fur, and mutation. I am going to rest now.
Stop. I never imagined the curse to be so invigorating, and I won't let you take it. Indeed, with Lord Barghest, I shall spread it.
They're going to join Barghest.
Keziah, the fiend has her. Stick woman, we will hold this path. Wizard, take who you can and follow that werewolf.
Is that my new pawn?
The King of Coins would be wise to fear the magician, yet his fate is entwined with the moon and the fool.
Fool? Fool! You think us mere animals, I know that. I allow you to believe it, all while I watch you, ignored, undisturbed. I watched the House of Cups run stagnant. I saw the edge of the House of Swords, dulled by procedure. And I see your House of Wands, listless and yearning for bygone power. Your standings feel secure, but all it takes is the flip of a coin to turn you from kings and queens to meat, and that coin lands tonight. By dawn, the Scion of Bartleby will join my pack, and all the spiral will become my new hunting ground. Brace yourself!
And now, the coin flips to my favor.
The properties of Novus are remarkable. You've seen this already with spells that blend the laws of magic. That energy is radiating outward. I think I can harness it to make a spell of my own, based on the legends and peoples of Wallaroo. If you can help me gather the ingredients. The property... I think I can harness it to make a spell of my own, based on the legends and peoples of Wallaroo. If you can help me gather the ingredients. The deep outback holds many strange creatures, perhaps none more dangerous than the bunyip, a monster whose gaze rots the soul. It has adapted well to any environment. Once aquatic, it now walks on land. It's the perfect predator, a living storm bringing death everywhere. We need elements of both to craft a spell of this creature. The stronger of these two components must come from Wallaroo itself. Travel to the outback. Find the remnants of the purple lake where the Dreamwater once rested. Perhaps some small trace remains. Then it is not enough to simply have a death element, but one infused with the seas. There is a drowned grave in the deep waters of Avalon. Go there to find the death element we need.
Another challenger come to lift my curse. Long have I languished here hoping for this day, but alas, I cannot rest until I am defeated. And none can defeat the Fallen One. What? Oh, no, sorry, my bad. I'm not falling because I was bested in combat. No, I tripped. Then I fell into this cursed cave, forced to battle all who come for reasons I never quite discerned. So then, to battle! I lost. I can already feel the pull of the underworld welcoming me to whatever comes next. Thank you, stranger. In these final moments, if there's anything I can offer you, you need only to ask. You seek an element of drowned death? I've just the thing. Here, take my foot. It should serve all your needs. Now, farewell, my friend. May we meet again soon.
Is that a foot? Very well. I can extract dream water from that soil and death elements from the foot. Then I can craft for you a bunyip spell that blends schools. I wonder what else I could create from Novus's soil.
To divine the secrets of the astral schools, have you? I've been puzzling over them since our arrival. There's much to know about the astral schools, so allow me to explain their nature, if you will. The Star School focuses on auras, similar to global spells, though they surround a single wizard at a time. The Moon School governs transformations. Transformations change you into new creatures with new spells and abilities. The Sun School spells are enchantments, powerful augments for your spells beyond any you've yet seen. Feel free to examine the stones behind me and see what astral spells are available to you. I'm sure there are further secrets to these schools. Morganthe didn't lay siege to Celestia for no reason, after all. Thurston Plunkett told us you can learn all there is to know about someone by examining their bookshelves. Plunkett's not here now, but if you find any books or tomes in the solarium, you should pay heed to them. No need to borrow any of them. Just a quick skim of the titles should tell you enough. Thurston Plunkett told her
It begins with a pact. You must let the shadow in, as I have. Within the darkness are creatures, forbidden from the spiral, scratching to get in. So let them in. Let them attach themselves to you, experience through you, and they will enhance your own power. This pact need not be feared. The creatures are not malevolent. The shadow is not evil. But its loyalties are to itself, banished, as it was from our realm. Thus, shadow creatures demand a tribute when summoned that the native beasts of the spiral do not. Our magic for theirs, light for darkness. Here, I will show you. This will lead you to a shadow of this tower. There, you can meet these creatures and learn their ways. See what we offer you, and then you will want to form a pact of your own. Enter the portal. Learn the true nature of shadow magic.
There are many different shadow creatures that offer unique advantages, but to call on them, you need the magic of their domain. Shadow magic is fueled by pips, like any other magic, but it often uses a unique variant called the shadow pip. See this gauge? It fills a little each round depending on your proficiency with shadow magic, your shadow rating relative to your enemies. When it is full, you gain 1 shadow pip the next round, up to the maximum number of shadow pips you can carry, which for now is 1. Some spells may require a combination of shadow and normal pips, which you will continue to accrue normally. For now, let us pass the turn, so you can gain a shadow pip. With that shadow pip, you will be able to call upon this shrike, assume its shape, and add its power to your own. But beware the cost. For each round you spend in its form, the shrike will demand the magical energy of helpful charms. Let's prepare for this pact by casting a blade. Shadow Shrike. Let its power and shape envelop you. Now you and the Shrike are as one. In its form, your offensive magic is boosted, but the spirit of the Shrike lingers behind you and waits. It waits for you to make good on the bargain you struck. See the scroll? It means the shadows demand tribute for the Shrike. That is 1 charm each round. If you fail to pay, the shadow will take its reward from your health instead, growing ever more ravenous. You must be prepared to pay it each round until the contract comes due. Now let us see the power we are paying for. The Shrike increased your attack, and it took your blade as its payment. Matches your strength, but can it match us both? Long have I let my own pact grow. Let me show you what we can do. Casting this blade should help cover the next round. Unfortunately, there wasn't a charm to pay the Shrike this round. It looms over you, growing for each missed payment. your pact with the Shrike will end this round. So let's take advantage of that damage boost once more. Paid for 3 rounds of Shrike with 2 blades and 1 with your health. This is the challenge with Shadow Packs. You must always be attentive of their cost. Oh, but what power they grant you! Apart from their forms, shadow creatures can also help you enhance your spells with magical fusion. When trained in the practice of fusion, you can imbue spells in your hand with a pact to access greater power. Unfortunately, these mortal forms wither, so we may require a more defensive strategy to win. Form a new pact with a sentinel. It will both attack the adversary and shield you. Note, the price of this pact is helpful charms from an enemy. Luckily, our enemy has such charms. Cast the sentinel before the opponent has a chance to use those charms. You see how the Sentinel's shield helped us resist that attack? We are protected. The enemy is vulnerable. Now, finish it! Be warned, winning a battle does not erase your debt to the Shadow. It will take its remaining payment, but now from your health, and only your health. Now, I sense a shift in the darkness. The shadows are stirring. Quickly, this way.
There. The shadows have noticed our efforts. They have come to form a pact with you. After the pact is made, the shadow will always be yours to call upon. As your relationship deepens, they can also teach you new spells and fusions. As for which creature to pact with, well, each breed of creature offers advantages to the techniques of each magical school. Listen, and one of them will call out to you.
Hello, little diviner. Come to me. Let me supercharge your already temperamental spells for even more devastation. Signed and sealed. Now we are one wizard. Call on my power. Feed me what I ask and we'll strike like lightning.
You will not regret this pact, I promise you. And you can return here at any time to commune with your shadow creature and deepen your bond. The shadow may seem bizarre, its creatures untrusting, but they need not consume you, so long as you mind the price of any spell. If you do, the shadow will always be yours to control, and you'll be able to shift easily from its darkness to the light. Now,
Wizard, wizard, wizard! Come to Eclipse Tower. I think we can deepen our bond.
Wizard, I sense you have a fusion formula. Return to Unicorn Way, and I will instruct you in its use.
You have gained your first Heal Over Time spell. The Sprite spell will heal a small amount when you cast it, and then heal a larger amount over the next 3 rounds of combat. Spells that heal over time can be very helpful, so make sure to use them wisely.
You are here. Good.
I can.
I'll get you yet. Get you yet. I'll get you yet. You should not have come. You will either flip to the House of Coins or be shredded by them.
Have you found the wolf spell?
Now the real hunt begins. Shopping phones. To trap the hunters?
Now, Barghest, your end comes.
flips in your favor for now. You will not fall. Your traps become our tools. You think to trap the hunters? I'll get you yet.
Now the coin flips to my favor.
Now, Barghest, your end comes.
Now the real hunt begins. coin flips in your favor for now.
The coin flips to my favor.
Now, Barghest, your end comes.
Now the real hunt begins. The coin flips in your favor for now. I'm not done yet. What? No! Away! I'm a good boy! A good boy! Get away!
A whisper only dogs can fear. A little shadow from his life. Now, thought of this one.
You can't catch me.
So Glorina is safe, and she awaited by the exit. Good. As for you, little magician, return to camp when you're ready. I will lead the others there. Time has come at last.
Your witch friend came out of the forest like a phantom, with a werewolf by the ear. The cure is administered. They will be fine. You do know what that witch is, though, right? Be it on your own head, then. You are less off-putting than I expected. You displaced the lords of two great houses as easily as I breathe. Don't think I haven't noticed. Doesn't it make you wonder, then, why Bartleby never sent you here before? Why are we expendable when so many other worlds are not? We need not be enemies, Scion, but your master is giving us little choice. I hope the next time we meet, it won't be in combat.
You did it, wizard! You saved them all!
Yeah,
So looks like the gray man was right. Our road leads to the Scholomance, which means it bends through the Black Lagoon.
We have already begun preparations to move the camp. The less time we linger here, the better. Yes, we will continue to aid you, Scion. It seems that Velma was right. In your wake lay the tatters of Empire. Let the great houses crumble.
2 down, 2 to go. And the Black Lagoon is home to the House of Wands, the Skolamari. Not my favorite bunch, but Keziah can fill you in. She's waiting for you by the fire. She has a lot to say. A lot you need to know before we get to the Black Lagoon.
The magician continues to follow the Emperor's path, I see. But the Emperor is sometimes blind and sometimes willfully so. Long ago, Darkmoor was a world of humans and a nexus of magical energies, familiar and forbidden. Shadow magic is the name given the latter. And the Sisterhood developed to study it, to harness it, to remove the stigma from it. Perhaps that is why Bartleby ignored what happened next. Because a wanderer came, known to legend as Belauer. He used shadow and weaving and nameless things, and he found the Scholomance. And the Shadow Witches were changed by it, as all Darkmoor was changed by it. They followed Belauer, his symbols, his tales of the Scholomance. But then he was gone, and all he knew was lost with him. The Scholomance closed forever. Only its would-be disciples remained. Reflexive obedience to a hazily remembered concept they never themselves saw. That is the doctrine of the Skolamari. My former doctrine. Until I found the very thing they sought and was repulsed by it. Now I shall tell you how to get there, and we shall see how you respond.
We're here. Everyone ready to go? Yeah, Wizard. I'm coming with. This place, I know it well. And I can help you through it. And Keziah.
The fool must turn the veil and reverse the Hierophant.
Yeah, that. Wait, am I the fool?
I am. You are the Knave of Wands.
Good to know. Off we go then?
Scion, a moment. I know you seek restitution from the Broken Branch's leader, and I wish you luck. But their cure, they could save us all. You must bring it back to us.
Well, here we are. Who says you can't go home again? Yeah, might as well get this over with. The Skolamari have a unique method of recruitment. They don't bite or curse, look, that is the Black Lagoon. It's not water, it's raw shadow magic, the spiritual energy of transformation. That is how Skolamari recruit. They abduct humans, usually children, from mortal planes or outsider camps, raise them in their ways, and when they come of age, submerge them in that. It's a weird philosophical mix of the Shadowmancers they used to be and the twisted things they are now. Humanity is mortality, and that is weakness. So they use the lagoon's power to strip you of mortality. Funny thing is, I think they're weaker now than they used to be. Skolamari are defined by their desire for the Skolamance, not their finding of it. Whereas the Shadowmancers, well, here, I'll show you. This used to be a proper school of shadow magic. Even had a spell tree. Bartleby and Raven tried to suppress it, but where there's light, Shadow magic is just a natural part of existence, only feared because of their feud with Spider, a feud you ultimately resolved. I used to play here as a kid, but to the Skolamari, shadow magic is a tool, and a shadow school is a reminder of the mortality they forsook. Now their only school is over there, and that is a lot more about indoctrination. Yeah, those would likely be children the Skolamari abducted. Not too far away from their graduation, I'd say. You can't save them, Wizard. But sure, see for yourself.
What is magic?
Magic is will.
Whose will?
Our will.
What do you will?
Whatever we need, heedless of morality, sympathy, or remorse.
And when a mortal wizard comes to take you from this place, what do you will then?
Annihilate them!
Enough. I think the point has been made. Return to your studies. The mortal and I will continue our debate outside. Did you truly think you could attack our school and steal our children? How would Ravenwood react to such offense? Why would we be any different? Our children want to be here. They want to learn the lost ways of the Skolamans, the sweet virtue of malice so lost on the worlds beyond. Oh yes, sometimes they wander, and they lose sight of their goals. But they always find their way back to us.
Don't you even think of dunking me, you rotted old crones!
I really must thank you for returning our lost soul. Once she has joined us, I will give you the honor of being her first victim.
flank us! Let's see them try to swarm us both.
Apprentice Dark Flame, don't fight us. Embrace us. Become us.
That is not my name. You don't get to tell me my name.
Such will. If only it weren't so dampened by frailty, by humanity. But we will fix that.
Enough, Hierophant. Stop this now, and we will give you something more.
Sister Grim Omen, this is a blessed night, isn't it? Very well. Mortal, let us discuss terms. You are clearly the leader of this little band, so let us discuss how you will bring me to the Scholomance. You arrive here with Sister Grim Omen and expect me to believe you offer anything else? Do you even realize, child, with whom you travel? Keziah? No, that may be the epithet with which she bridled herself. But that is not her title, not her true self. She is Grim Omen. She walked the path of Balaur and discovered the Scholomance. And if she were to do it again, I could be convinced to let you live. You and the wayward apprentice. But know this, mortal. Deceive me or fail me, and I will introduce you to such suffering Bartley will feel it.
The Hierophant schemes, but she will be outwitted by the fool. And yes, magician, that fool is me. I haplessly opened the Scholomance. I proved it was possible to follow Balaur's path, and it showed me myself, as it will show you. For the Scholomance is not a physical place and cannot be reached through conventional means. There is no road, there is only a path. It is trapped twixt life and death, and that path is personal, unique to us all. And thus the rituals necessary to navigate it vary for each person. And finding those rituals is difficult. I buried myself in experiments with time and spirit. As for you, how would you find the truth of yourself?
I can actually help with that, but it will take a while. We can summon a shadow of yourself, wizard. The ineffable reflection of your soul. I don't know much about finding the Scholomance, but I do know how to summon a shadow self. Something personal doesn't mean something physical. There is nothing more personal than a story. Like how, once upon a time, there was a girl. She didn't have a name, but she was raised by witches. They took her when she was very little, too little to remember, and made her their apprentice. They were shaping her into something wicked. And she figured it out, right here at this lake, delving into secrets the witches wanted forgotten. She faced herself, what she would become. And she fled, found the outsiders, took a real name. She called herself Velna, and she kept studying forbidden things, and dedicated her life to them. That's my story, my real story. One I don't like to tell, but that's what the ritual needs. So take your time, tell your own. Thank you for that. And don't worry, that will stay between you, me, and the shadows. Speaking of, you need one more thing. See those blobs? They're congealed shades that ooze out of the lake. Take from them the shadow substance from which your shadow self can form.
have entreated the wellspring of shadow and gathered its substance, then the ritual of Balaur can begin. The next step is to wait. Wait as your shadow self materializes. Wait as it comes to understand you and guide you. It will take 3 nights. On the first night, the shadow will knock 4 times. Thump, 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 thump. It will leave you something. On the second night, it will visit you and ask you for a gift. You must deliver it. On the third night, it will take you into the abyss. And if you emerge, the path to the Skullman's will begin. There is an old cabin over there you can use when you're ready. Wait for the knocks and see what is left for you.
History was a gift. It showed him the spiral he was to maintain, the end result of every decision he made. But that means he knew. He always knew everything that happened. He knew the Storm Titan would attack Celestia. He knew Dragonspire would fall. And he did nothing. Why did he do nothing? Act, wizard. I always act. Those aren't the real questions, are they? You know the real question. Why didn't he warn you?
You have passed the first night, but have you received the gift of truth? No, don't tell me. The truth is for your shadow. Its reaction will tell you what it means. Now you must wait for a second night. Tonight, the shadow won't knock. It enters and it lies. Dispel the lesser shadows, the diminished aspects, with a touch of magic, and tell the most influential one the truth you have learned.
I am an agent of peace. I am the enemy of the worlds. I always win. I am the end of all things. Emperor sets the rules. All other aspects are secondary to his edict, for his way is the righteous way, the way that saves us all. So why do you summon us? To seek the Skullomance? That is not his way. These truths from the depths you have shared, if he knows everything that will happen, then he knew this would happen. From the moment we met, he knew the Arcanum would happen. Sybil. He knew and he never said anything.
You have shared the truth with your shadow, but have you accepted it yourself? It is okay to share it now. The shadows know it and what you seek, and they are pondering your request. Unburden yourself.
Actually, yeah. Why didn't Bartleby warn you about the attack on the Arcanum? Why not tell you about Miranda Breyer at all?
Oh, he sets the rules. Perhaps the Emperor is not as all-seeing as he thinks.
He did have that blind spot for a bit where his eye was gone. But now that I think about it, how was an all-seeing divine robbed in the first place? He had to know it would happen, and he let it happen. Like the Arcanum, like Sybil, like everything here. Why? Please don't tell me the broken branch might have a point.
The magician must decide that for themselves. But they wait one last night. Tonight, the shadow will return, and if the Skullomance accepts you, the shadow will guide you to the path of Balawar. You must follow it into the abyss.
I am the scion of Bartleby, the servant of the Spiral's benevolent architect. His word is my guide, his thought my command. I am his instrument to be played. I am you, your mirror. I speak your words, feel your heart. I am you, your mirror. I speak your words, feel your heart. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, see the obvious, embrace the hurt, ignore the lies. Yes, are you the obvious truth and beyond the comfortable lie? Ignore the lies. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, are you obvious truth and beyond the comfortable lie? Ignore the lies. The tree lies. He obscures. He manipulates. I need not let him. If I am not his blind instrument, what am I? Perhaps not an instrument at all, but a player. Maybe it is time I sang my own song. Perhaps I need not be bound by his rules.
You return after another night with a bottle. A bottle emblazoned with the emblem of the House of Coins. Coins are said to represent the material world, the dirt of the ground, the earth, you might say. Oh, I know of your origins, scion from beyond. Your tune was sampled into the great song itself by its very singer, but it's still the beat of the earth. That is the rhythm of your heart. You are music. You are material. You are earth and a spiral. What does your song sound like? Perhaps if you open that bottle, you will find out. This will require, of course, that you listen. The sound of shadow should not be muted.
Did that come from the old Shadow School? Why would your personal path to the Scholomance lead there?
Did the magician not free the creator of shadow? Did they not see it spread to the spiral? Perhaps the shadows aren't done with you yet. Mine was a very different route. I saw myself from tomorrow, distraught and miserable, and I crafted the cards to better understand why. But your key, it seems, is music.
We have a musicology scholar at the Arcanum who would say that music is memory, emotional memory, the truth of a moment inscribed as melody. I used to think he was just full of himself, but maybe he was on to something.
This is the voice of coins, the song of coins. That is a connection to the Scholomance. So it stands to reason. We need voices of swords, wands, and cups. Perhaps you need to demonstrate the attributes they exemplify. Swords, for example, represent mind and will. So... yes, free the knaves of wands from the Hierophant's control. That should be an adequate declaration of will, if you can do it.
Get away from me, putrid mortal, lest I catch one of your many diseases. I am not mortal. I am an immortal in waiting, soon to ascend to the House of Bronze and join the eternal hunt for the Skolomats. I'm supposed to believe that there are entire villages out there of people duped into believing they will ascend to the House of Cups? Vampires are just bitey little bat people. They are not that clever, and neither are you. Shoot!
Bestia displodo. No. Humanis displodo. That doesn't seem to be doing it. Oh, I want you just explode. Magus displodo. No. Is displodo even the right incantation?
Saw you talking to the apprentices. Did they try to explode you? Yeah, that's what I would have done. You're fighting almost 2 decades of inculcation into a philosophy that says mortals are food, outsiders are enemies, bad is good. And you have what? Words? Reason? Reason went out the window ages ago. The only way to get through to these kids is to hit them across the face with a truth too stark to ignore.
You have a means to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Only when you face your fear, young knave, can you see how diminutive it truly is.
Stop calling me a knave. And fine. Wizard, the bogs here are saturated with shadow energy, and the shadow always remembers. If I focus, they can manifest the past and give us proof we can show the other apprentices. But I am not doing this alone. So, come on, before I wise up. One bog's as good as another, I guess. Here we go.
Hello there, little child. You look lost, lonely.
We can take you to a place where you will never be lonely again. You will be like a fairy princess with magic and long life.
Right. Guess this is my line. I don't know. But I don't want to leave my family or my home.
You need no family, only power. Power we can provide.
Golly, I'm not sure. That seems awfully creepy and suspicious. Perhaps if you didn't sneak through the woods or smell like swamp gas, you'd be more believable.
Don't speak. Just sleep. All will be well soon.
All right, Wizard. I think we can just fight them now. You see that over there? That's my memory. A buried memory at that. A memory shared by every apprentice, and just as likely forgotten. Grab it, use it. Maybe it will wake them up. We should keep going.
Apprentice, we do not ask such questions. We do not serve the Chaos Lord. He does not exist. There is no grandfather spider. There is only Belauer. The scholomance he found, the virtue of hatred and the power derived from pain. But which pain and how much? That we do not know. That you will help us discover. That is your training. Now, submit to the House of Wands.
No! This isn't training, it's experimentation! And I won't take it anymore!
As you wish. We shall try a different kind of test then. Students, show me what you have learned.
That's what we're up against here, Wizard. Lies stacked on lies, rewarding bullying and punishment to counter truth. And that truth, I realized, was that they were using the apprentices for cruelty experiments, seeing what different kinds of meanness made us. Basically, they sought the scholomance with its own lessons, and if that didn't work, maybe rediscover its secrets on their own. It seems so obvious from the outside, but when you're raised to believe strength and virtue come from turmoil... Anyway, hopefully this memory helps. That should be enough. Let's...
Wizard.
Huh? I didn't hear anything. We can check it out. Just be careful.
Scion, magician, warrior supreme. You who outfought, outwitted, and outmatched the greatest foes a spiral can offer. Yet you were bound. Just as gargoyles are bound by rules and laws and tradition and protocol, you were tangled in branches, but you cut yourself free. You can do anything. What will you do next? Sadly predictable, but fiercely executed. You can be taught.
So... that was weird, right? Let's just get out of here.
Lost apprentice, why do you hide?
Keziah, this is when she...
I too have come to question the Scalamari way, but there are places we can go.
This is when she saved me.
Perhaps together we can find a new way.
Yeah, it was rough. But there you were at the worst of it to pull me out again. Also, there was a random gargoyle talking about branches.
The magician must be inching closer to the Scolamans. It calls to them.
So, that's good? The evil school of evil is calling out to us, and that's good? We want that?
That is its way. It wants to learn as much as teach. You must evoke its curiosity. You must offer it something. I offered it the future. Demonstrated a will to slice through the veil of time and spirit and decipher destiny. My destiny. My horror amused it.
Okay then. I guess, Wizard, show those memories to the apprentices. Maybe this will snap them out of their brainwashing.
Obnoxious Displodo! I will not stop trying to explode you. And why are you handing me? What is this feeling? This pain? This regret? I don't like it. Oh my. You know, I've oft wondered about some of these lessons, and I've asked after our origins multiple times. The instructors just told us storks brought us, but I've never seen a stork here once. I must consider this.
Leave at once, or I shall spit at you most aggressively. A memory, eh? I remember this. No, not this. Like this. I could barely remember my name. It was just noises my parents made. But these strange giants from the forest, they beckoned me, cajoled me, and took me away. Then it's just here, the lessons, the scolding, the lying. I really want to spit at you. Ugh!
The voice of swords whose notes thrum through air and thought. Play the tune that thrums now through your thoughts.
Be. The school is returning? They say that everything that is imprinted in shadow. That reality can be recreated from those molds. But still, why?
Perhaps there is something in there the wizard needs to find. We can't know until the ritual is complete. 2 songs remain. The House of Cups is the house of vampires, as you have seen. But theirs is the symbol of water, feeling, emotional reality.
Wizard.
It seems you already know where to find your reality.
Before you are 2 cups, the cup of water and the cup of mana. Choose one. You are pure magic, child, having discarded the world you came from and all you were in service of something greater. Yet you cannot deny that service may one day call for your sacrifice. You needn't feel torn. Embrace the self. Drink deep the brew of your own making, no matter where it came from.
Another test passed and voice retrieved. Did it give you a choice of cups? What was in them? I had a choice between the ethereal waters of the Black Lagoon or pomegranate juice. I chose the juice. Then a specter of my mortal self appeared. It devoured me. I thought it was the end of my path, but I awoke on the shore of the lagoon. I was a step closer to the wicked, chiding academy. Sing your song once more, and you too will have taken another step closer to the Scolomans. And now you must earn the voice of Vons, the symbol of fire and power. The power to burn down the world and build something new.
The power the Scolamari so desire.
The Scolamari are pretenders, fangirls clawing at icons and half-remembered words. They are not fire, they are not power, they are nothing.
The Scolomari are lying! They are using us! They are surrounding me rather ominously! Displodo Scolomar!
Quick, Wizard! We have to help!
And sorry for trying to explode you. Wraithbile and I thought a lot about those memories you showed us, and then talked a lot about memories we have never shared. We saw the sisters for what they really are. Not powerful immortals, but lost scavengers, using us to learn what they have forgotten. We tried to warn others, but the Hierophant interceded. I got away, but Wraithbile is still in her wicked clutches. We have to do something.
We will, right, Wizard? Where are they now?
Back in the shrine. Take care. The Hierophant hexed the door. Perhaps climb in through a window.
There you are, my greatest failure. Do you know how many centuries I spent trying to craft the perfect apprentice? How I toiled. Test after test, agony after agony, transformation after transformation, waiting for an epiphany, a realization, a genius to emerge. And then I had it. A grim omen that foresaw the path to the Scholomance. Such a tease, an insult. She saw what we all sought and turned away from it. Turned toward you, toward sympathy, the antithesis of everything the House of Wands stands for.
Maybe that's why Keziah succeeded. Maybe the Scholomance seeks something corruptible, some small trace of humanity you couldn't wring out. No matter how much you twisted her. Maybe, after all you've done in its name, you made yourselves useless to the Scholomance. Maybe you are your greatest failure. Either way, this has to stop. You have to be stopped. And no matter what it takes, I will stop you.
My turn is when I say it is. No child disobey the Scolomari.
No more of you!
No child disobey the Scolomari. My turn is when I say it is. No child dares disobey Skolamari. Misbegotten, impudent child!
No, not a child. Not yours to bully and diminish. I am Velma von Venkman, scholar of shadow magic, and you will get out of my sight!
That was astounding. I can only hope to be as strong as that one day.
You will be. You've already taken the hardest step. Well, second hardest. The actual hardest is choosing your own name. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life as Wraithbile.
Perhaps not. I think for now, all I want is to leave here. Not just this school, but the Black Lagoon.
I can help with that. Wizard, I'm going to take both of them back to the Outsiders. You keep working with Keziah.
The Hierophant just ran from the shrine and hurled herself into the lagoon. You're doing? Ah, my little knave, you say? I knew the sun shone upon her journey. As for yours, it seems the Scolamance approves of your demonstration of power. It is as I said, the Scolamari are not what it wants. It isn't interested in sycophants, it seeks to make its own out of the untarnished. My test of wands wasn't even a test of power, but intention. The lagoon showed me a reflection of the future, of an unruly apprentice. I don't know if the shadows of the lagoon wanted her saved, or if the Scolamance just wanted to know if I would do it. But I did. I took that child away. Then the last leg of my path was revealed. Take your reward, magician. Reveal yours. The Shadow School of old, it is returned. Come, the last key must be inside. Incredible. A true academy of shadow magic. The neglected force of nature, the chaotic froth from which order is congealed. Here they used to teach it. Or so I am told. It was before my time, but the cards hinted great knowledge buried under the weight of malevolence. The school was tainted by evil. Then it was torn down. But it isn't here you'll find the last thing you need. The Scolamance reverberates through cups, swords, coins, and wands. But there is an ineffable arcana which inspires all music. That, I expect, is what awaits you up there. Claim the score, magician, and play your final song.
No! The Scholomance isn't for you. If I can't have it, I will destroy anyone who comes looking for it.
Hierophant, what have you become?
I will show you, Grim Omen. I will show you what your vaunted darkness showed me. Then I will drown you in it. Before I end you, just tell me why. Why did you turn away from the Scholomance?
I could tell you of the atrocities committed in their study of magic, of the horrors I witnessed, but words are inadequate substitutes for experience. The only word for it is evil, and yet we have tossed it around so carelessly that we have dulled its meaning. But evil is real, and it was crafted in those halls, and you cannot face it without being affected by it. Some go numb, then cynical, then complacent, then corrupt. Others, like I, see too much of ourselves in it and run away. You, Hierophant, would simply be absorbed by it, a fleck in a storm of malevolence, meaningless and redundant. That is why you will never find it. The Scholomance is simply bored with you.
No child dares disobey the Scholomance. No child dares disobey the Scholomance. You will cast what I tell you. No child dares disobey the Scholomance. The willful student hurts themselves. You will cast what I tell you. No child dares disobey the Scholomance. No child dares disobey the Scholomance. You will cast what I tell you.
Come, magician, leave her.
I am worthy.
And so ended my path. I found what I sought, what I really sought. My humanity. I returned to the outsiders with whom I left Velma. I aided them as best I could. As for your path, destruction of that score is a problem. Without it, you need another source of arcana, another song to stir the scholomance, another font of forbidden or ancient knowledge. The moon can reveal much if it is willing. Unless the moon is but the sun reversed, then it may hamper our quest. The Grey Man magician, I speak of him. The shrouded man at the head of the Parliament of Night. He knows more than any of us. But does he know enough? I know not. You must find out. Or wait until your quarry leaves the Scholomance with whatever power she seeks there. I will remain here. Return to camp and tell Glorina of your success and your need. She will aid you, I am sure.
Ah, lost scion, you will return. With the anti-curse, I hope? No cure, but another great house hindered. It is a reasonable trade. And more rescued waifs have joined our caravan. Good. As our numbers grow, so does our strength. No creature of the night shall ambush us again. You'll need to return to Graveholm. I do not like the ease with which you take the Grey Man at his word. But I cannot deny your actions so far have only helped us, barring the odd werewolf attack. So, very well, I will prepare the camp. You should speak with our young scholar. Much, it seems, has happened to her in your quest.
Yeah, there's this whole thing with making pacts with shadows and then fighting their way.
It does sound very similar to things the sisters would tell us.
Well, the original founder of the Scholomance used everything they could get their hands on, so it stands to reason they use shadow. But that doesn't make shadow any more evil than the early fire or life magic they used. It's all a matter of what you do with it. Maybe I can show you someday. And yes, I see you there, wizard. Look, I'm not really the mushy sort, yeah. You saw stuff about me I didn't want to face, but I think I needed to. I don't know. Just thanks. So the Shadow School is actually revived, huh? It's shadow substantiated into materiality. Huh. Nothing. I think we're outside Graveholm now, so off you go.
Come to mock me, have you? The last lord or lady of swords. The Grey Man, of course. The last parliamentarian you haven't destroyed. Oh, I should rend you here and now. But what would be the point? The House of Swords was established to defend Darkmoor. And we have failed. Do you know what this world was like just after the Scholomance cursed us? And yes, it was a curse. Madness prevailed. Creature fought creature. Immortal claw clashed with impenetrable stone and unyielding fang. It was a war for ashes, and nothing could have survived it. Then the Gray Man came. Like a miracle, he emerged from nowhere, and he gave us structure and purpose. He deputized my kind as the guardians of a transient peace. It sustained us, most of us. It gave me purpose after Lord Grintoth left us. Now you have taken it away. I do not know where the Gray Man is. I thought he was in here, and my blades never saw him leave. He was Darkmoor's savior. I thought perhaps its destroyer had claimed him like the rest. Yet it seems you too are ignorant. Find him on your own. I don't care anymore.
Who are you?
Have you come for Skull-O-Matic enhancement?
It's a mortal. Of course they haven't come for Skull-O-Matic enhancement. They're probably just takeout.
Maybe they're a human form were creature or a poorly mutated Skull-O-Mari. Don't be so dismissive. Parts are parts.
Fine then, mysterious intruder. Are you in fact a bald werewolf or unusually hirsute Skull-O-Mari? See, I told you. They must be dinner.
All right then, into the grinder with you.
Stop, we yield. This is the lab of the Grey Man, where he experiments on the accursed to try and cure their...
Tut, we aren't supposed to say that part.
I don't want to get hit again.
Then just say this is where the Grey Man studies the Scolomancer's curse and leave it at that. They won't know any better. Look at them. Hey, easy. Fine. I won't say anything I'm not supposed to. But I can't be responsible if the Grey Man leaves his lab notes haphazardly about.
My attempts to return to the Scholomance have proven fruitless. The rituals do not work. They refuse to work. None of the great houses have proven useful. As though the Scholomance rejects them. It is done with them. And me? But a visitor from another world gives me hope. He came here to find a way to cure the curse, to free Darkmoor. He is naive, but powerful. He could withstand any ritual. Yet, blinded as he is by an immature optimism, he is no fool. So I must be cautious in guiding him. I must not underestimate this Merle Ambrose. Finds me here at last. Come with the secrets of the Scholomance, have you? I thought not. Have you seen my great works here? Have you come to understand them? Do you know what these creatures are? We are the evolution of the curse. They are failures, as are you. Magic is mine to wield. Your power strengthens me. Pain is my strength.
Who are you? My test. Scion finds me here. Have you seen? We are the evolution. They are failures, as are you.
cannot kill the Undying. Magic is mine to wield. Your powers endless me. Magic is mine to wield. Your powers endless me. Pain is my strength. Did he just disappear? And what was all that rubbish about failures? I have never felt so lean.
Well, you do look a bit like a demi-mortal.
You're a demi-mortal. You don't even have a whole body anymore. You know, now that you mention it, it is taking a great deal more effort to stay aloft.
Because you are still made of stone.
Oh my, no! Hello, wizard. Scion, magician, fool, death, tower of destruction. I am the Gray Man. I am the Gray Man. We are the Gray Man. His creations, his bodies, his vessels. One burns out, another replaces it. Immortality through interchangeability. You have deceived us. You have failed us. You die. I plied that Merle Ambrose with more guile than I have unleashed since I became trapped here. Gave him history and spell trees. And he nearly succeeded. He reached the precipice of the Skolamans. But he turned away. The fear response overwhelmed him. In an instant, he realized what it was, and what I was, and why I wanted it. So he stopped. He left. The curse can't be cured without the Scholomance. And Merle Ambrose knew he could never let me back there. But he was close. It makes me wonder. Perhaps mortality is the key. After all, when that nameless mystic opened its doors so long ago, what was it that tempted us? His pure heart. Now, how do I find that here? You cannot kill the Undying. 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 Magic, mine. Your power, mine. Mine, your power, mine. Mine, your power, mine. Mine, your power, mine. Pain makes power.
now, there's no need for violence. Just tell me what you want. You saw, didn't you? There is no gray man in the singular sense. His body is a temporary receptacle for a will that transcends physicality. You have destroyed these mere golems, but we will make more and continue our experiments. Maybe not in that order. In curing the curse, correct, or at least mitigating it. His brilliance has been trying to infuse mortality into immortals, but it hasn't worked. The results are creatures stuck twixt states, vampires caught between forms, or gargoyles that remain sentient stone. Even I offered myself to his grand design, his first sacrifice so he could survive and return to the Scholomance he so loves. Yes, mortal, that is the goal, the only goal. The Scholomance is Darkmoor. It is beyond Darkmoor, and everything the Grey Man knew of it is in the data brain. I installed it myself, so the Grey Man's knowledge is always preserved. No, you can't take it. Well, no, I don't have any way to prevent you from taking it. But Balderdash,